This is the bone I have to pick with the United States of America. I watched this interview a few days ago. I actually couldn't even finish it because the last 40 minutes were so triggering for me and so gruesome that I had to turn it off, but I need to go back at some point and actually watch it just so that I could get angry again. Granted, it is a 5.5-hour podcast and I will sum it up in a different video, but I'm just really confused why we are the #1 consumers and producers of CSAM, and yet there's only less than 10 people working to try to infiltrate systems to find out who these people are. I'm also confused why all of these nonprofits are outside of the US when we are the #1 problem. And what I'm confused about is all of these creators are talking about bringing back the nuclear family and having more kids and how our population's dying and we're being infiltrated. But it's like, what about the kids that are already here that we can't even protect? Like, why is nobody talking about the issues that are going on these gaming platforms and on these corn websites and on every social media platform? Like, why is this not a bigger conversation? Everyone's so fucking worried about having more kids. We can't even fucking protect the kids that we already have. The US is the hub for corn. We are the hub for CSAM. And there's only less than 10 people working to fix it. Why? I have a few fucking ideas, but I'm not gonna say them yet, but I'm definitely gonna write about them in my book because fuck you. I say we follow the money. I think you can get a lot of answers when you figure out where the money from all of this content and all these platforms and all these owners of these platforms, who are their biggest donors and where are they donating to. I think that has a lot to fucking do with it. And this is why I'm so turned off with both parties, because I think everyone's full of fucking shit, honestly, because nobody's doing anything about this. I obviously think that a big responsibility has to do with the parents and like also the school systems of like, we need to talk about this. Like, I didn't learn what trafficking was until I had a little run-in, okay? And this was years ago. This was like way before, you know, that platform even existed. I even remember when I was like 9 years old when Kik was a thing, and like, does anyone else remember getting all these random messages from like all these fucking random men being like, oh my god, hey, like, what's your address? Let's hang out. Like, this is literally what I'm talking about. What the fuck is going on? Seriously, what is going on? Because I know for a fact I'm gonna start asking people fucking questions once I get my story out and I start doing my thing. Like, you bitches are screwed. You guys are screwed because I'm so confused, and I think everyone should be confused, and I think everyone should be asking these questions, and I think everybody should be mad. And even I was saying, I was like, because, you know, I talk about this a lot with the people in my life. And I remember, like, I was on a date and the guy, he was like, oh, you're very passionate about this. I'm like, how can you not be? How can you sit here and say you want a family and not be passionate about this topic and not be passionate about how the fuck to stop this? Whether it's going on inside the homes, outside the homes, I don't give a fuck. Why are we doing nothing about it?